Hi, my name is Inonge and I'm based in Sydney, Australia. Today, I just want to introduce myself and also introduce the work that I do. I'm a psychotherapist and I'm also a life coach. So, thera coaching, that's what I do. Thera coaching is the best of both worlds. So, I bring in tools from therapy and I bring in tools from coaching so that together with my clients, we can find a solution to that problem. So, I'll give you an example on how I work with what's going on in the world. So if you're someone, for example, this is just an example, okay? So if you're someone who's just lost a job due to COVID, and that has brought in some anxiety because you don't know what's going to happen in the future, and that also as a result of that, you're depressed and you just don't see any way out. So when you come to me with that, like I said, this is just an example, one of the examples that I would give. If you come to me as a therapist coach, what I do is actually immerse myself into your world, try to understand the impact of your loss. So I'm bringing in tools from psychotherapy, tools that I carry in my little bag in counseling. We work together, try to understand that. And then once we understand what's going on, the impact of that loss, and then now I will hold your hand. Then look at what else is in your possession. I'm talking about natural abilities. I'm talking about looking at your values, looking at your belief system, looking at your potential and everything else that makes you you. And then look at the solutions. What are we going to do? Now, this is where the coaching comes in. What are we going to do for you to actually move past that? Okay? Move past that, getting rid of the depression and the anxiety. Getting rid of that, in your case, it means finding a solution to the fears of the future. Say if it's financial situation and stuff like that, because you lose your job, the fear of the future is because you have no more income. So that's where my coaching starts, because now we've already collected your natural abilities and we're going to work together, set up goals, and then start the coaching. So that's how I work. That's just a tiny example of thera coaching. So I immerse myself into your world, try to find, understand the impact of that loss, be with you in that state. And once we sort absolutely everything out, understand everything, and now try to find solutions. And now I bring you out of that. And then we start working together, coaching and everything, till you reach a point where you can now say, you know what? No, actually, there's more. I can do more. And then we find the more. So it's a little bit of an easy example that I can give, but that's what the coaching is all about. So if you're someone who's struggling and you just don't know what to do or where to go, and the thing is, for example, with psychotherapy, what we do, the work that we do, we go to the roots. Therapy, basically, you just work with the surface. So if you take yourself as a beautiful garden, because I love metaphors. If you're a beautiful garden and there's a lot of weeds, okay, so what you do, you chop off the weeds. That's what therapy does. Chop off the weeds, but the roots are still there, which means the weeds will still be coming up. But with psychotherapy, we go deeper, remove the roots. So that's what I do. I go deep with you, remove the roots, so that once we get rid of the roots, there's no chance of the weeds coming back. There might be some roots that we can miss. There might be a chance where the weeds will start coming up, but we need to make sure that the root is kind of uprooted. So that's the work that I do. I go down to the roots and then find a way to live better and flourish in your beautiful garden without weeds. That's basically what thera coaching is all about, and that's basically the work that I do with people. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment on this video. You can also send me a message, and also you can have a look at my website and just look at the work that I do as well. And if you, like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. And on that note, I do not just work with people from within Australia. I work with everybody in the world because of Zoom, of course.